when that comes out, you heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero. Zero. When it comes out, zero.
Hello guys, welcome again. New live streams. Sorry, I was not online before because well, it was Christmas, right? So that's why. So this live stream is the last one of this year. So we have a. I think this live stream is going to be very interesting here because well, there are some warnings. Actually, no warnings. Actually, like I can tell you right now, I'm calling for the next bear market and next year. I think the following months. I think 2025 is going to be quite bad actually. Actually, very good for investing, but very bad for many holders out there. So let's start. So first of all, here, as you can see here, Bitcoin is still holding here this area. I was in long position a couple days ago. I got stopped actually last night because we had a 4-hour chart. I got a 4-hour chart buy signal here. Yep. So Bitcoin instead of pumping, it was just sideways here, and after that just is dropping, right? Of course, I am not shorting. Actually, I open another long position because I am looking for actually the last move to the upside. I think in the following days. Let me show you here. The direction right now is like this in 1-day chart. Okay, it's like this. I think if we check the chart, I think we will get a buy signal very soon in 1-day chart. So in 1-day chart in the following days, I mean maybe a couple days more, we will see a confirmation here. And of course, I will start looking for around 100K. 100K and no more than that. I think Bitcoin is actually done. And from there, actually, I will start looking for another short position, looking for lower prices actually. Now, why I'm saying this is because of this. Let me show you here. We have the weekly chart. Yeah, we have the weekly chart, and well, this actually chart is very interesting here because we have finally the confirmation of a better variance, as you can see here. So with this setup here, I can tell you right now, in the following months, Bitcoin will be around 65K, 67 around there. Breaking this level, well, actually for me, I'm gonna start looking for in the long term for 30K. So as you can see here with this signal here in weekly chart, there is no, I don't see the scenario where actually Bitcoin is just pumping, right? No, not anymore. I think this move is over, I think. And of course, if we are very strict, Bitcoin is in uptrend, right? It's respecting the MA55, but this signal eventually next month, I think is gonna trigger the monthly sell signal as you can see here. So be careful here because I think in the following in couple days, I think we will see another the real signal here in the monthly. So this buy signal here we will get in 1-day chart is gonna be the last one, and honestly for me is gonna be the trigger for me, something like this, right? At some point here, I will just enter in short and looking for this price around $67,000 in, of course, in the following months. Now, I can tell you right now, based on this, I can say, well, the bear market is coming. It's coming, actually. I think all 2025 and also 2026, we will see the bear market for Bitcoin in the weekly chart, of course. Now, let's talk about something else. Let me show you something very interesting here. Remember what I said to you, Bitcoin is actually dropping, is pumping less and less and less and less, 5 times less, actually, around there. I didn't show you this before, but let me show you here with Fibonacci extensions. So what I found here, actually, it's not new, it's something I found a long time ago, but actually, I think it's actually worth it to show you here. Let me show you here. If we go to the 3-month chart here, because I want to clean the chart here. If I show you here from the bottom to the top and extensions, as you can see here, Bitcoin hit the golden pocket around $6,000, $7,000, and then extension around 7.6786. But if we repeat the same thing, right? If we repeat the same thing here from the bottom to the top and here, as you can see here, Bitcoin hit the golden pocket here, 618. Yeah. And if we repeat the same thing here from the bottom to the top here, we can say Bitcoin actually is doing exactly the same thing here. Bitcoin hit the 618. So if you are very bullish, the next target should be around 176. Honestly, I don't think so. That is not going to happen. I think there is a very high probability finally Bitcoin reach the top around 104, 107. Uh, and from there, technically speaking, we can expect another 70% next year of crash. So as you can see here, of course, in one chart, I am bullish here, right? Looking for this momentum here to the upside. I know you will be bullish. All of you will be bullish, right? Looking for, oh, new all-time high. But in my case, actually, I am ready to open swing shorts. Actually, I have a swing short right now here, 107. I would not close this position, maybe in February, March, something like that. And I will open my second swing short, maybe in January. If I show you here, to the chart, we have the volume is still healthy, but well, the sell signal is still present. Mhm. And also 3D chart here, as you can see, we have a sell signal here. 5D chart, also we have a sell signal here. We have the confirmation here. So, with various variance as well. And also remember, we have a various variance also as well in the monthly. Yep. So you want me to be more dramatic, yeah, like very dramatic. That's why I'm looking for 2026 is because also we have the same pattern in my monthly chart. Let me show you here. We have also a better variance as you can see here, right? This right now, better variance in 2025, we will see this signal. So what happened the last time when Bitcoin printed this better variance in by monthly, crashed to the 55 in by monthly. So we can expect like Bitcoin at some point next year, maybe 2026, it could hit around 30K, 30K, 35, something like that. And from there, maybe continuation. Okay, so that's why I'm telling you this because, well, when I see Twitter, well, X, right? All people are super bullish, right? Especially when all of them are super bullish, is the time to start looking for maybe closing some positions, taking some profits, right? Enjoy. Yes, the problem with people, especially most all of them, they want to see one side of the market and they keep just looking for that side, right? As I said many times here in this in this channel, as a trader, I cannot do that, right? Always I have to see the both faces of the market, bull and bear, right? So that's why in this case, I can tell you right now, for first time since in 2024, I opened a swing short. Are here, I am here. I will be very happy because I can tell you maybe based on the probabilities, looks like I catch the top. Mm, looks like that. So and also and the plan is the same thing. I will keep shorting Bitcoin all the way down to $67,000. Of course, I will also open long positions because we'll see some bounces, right? But all of them they will be just a sell opportunity. Now, let me show you something else. Now, I'm gonna use the RSI indicator because it's usually newbies use this indicator, and maybe it's easier for you to understand. Is like we have also a better variance right now in RSI, as you can see here in March 2024, with the high of December, and now it's breaking the MA. As you can see here, it's breaking the MA, so that's why we can get the confirmation. Like finally, we have also as well a better variance as well in RSI. So this is telling me RSI will hit around 50 level. Breaking 50 level in weekly chart, of course, we can expect actually maybe when we see 50 level, Bitcoin will be around 70K, 65, and potentially a breakdown. This time, if we see something like this, right, in maybe March, something like that next year, I think Bitcoin is gonna break this MA55. So that's why I will keep open my short, something like this. Will something like this, right? A bounce here, maybe a few months, right? After that, continuation looking for the MI55 in the monthly. So what I'm trying to say is something like this, right? Bitcoin in some point, right, will hit this area, right? Sideways here, right? A bounce here, maybe, and after that, continuation looking for the next area is around here. Mhm. So, um, because the odds right now are very high to see Bitcoin dropping, right, and crashing, right? So in average, we know Bitcoin actually likes to crash around 70%. So we can say from $107,000, around 70% is around, well, 3K. So that's my target in the long term. $28,000, $35,000, that is my target maybe for the potential bottom. Well, that is actually a very good scenario. If we see something like that, I think as investor, right, you should be happy, right? Because you will get a second chance to buy Solana, all your favorite shitcoins, right? Very cheap, right? So we will have to wait. So for example, Cardano, the same thing, right? People think, oh yes, this is gonna hit to 1 million, $10, right? Sorry, $10. But I said no, this is time to start taking profits. And as you can see here, we are gonna see a sell signal very soon. Even with the volume is quite healthy here, it doesn't matter because Bitcoin is the king, and that's all. This the thing matters. So as long as the Bitcoin dominance is very high, well, that's why I will be very, very, very careful here. Okay. Now let's talk about the 4-hour chart because actually I am trading 4-hour chart. I cannot be bearish here. Let me show you here because the momentum is still to the upside, right? Even if Bitcoin is looking like this, like weak, of course, yes, looking weaker, right? Because we have a monthly potential sell signal very soon and weekly sell signal as well. So of course, this is not looking very strong, but of course, I cannot short here. I will short only when I see something like this. When I see something like this, yes, I will start looking for shorts, so not now here. Mhm. So what I'm doing right now here is I am using 1-hour chart as a trigger. As you can see here, we have here a bullish divergence. As you can see here, bullish divergence. That's why I open a long position again, looking for a bounce here, because this is the support, right? This is the support, no, right? Don't short the support, right? Always is the support we have to enter it long or buy, right? If we are trading, if we are in resistance, we short, right? So don't do the opposite because many people do the opposite. This time it's gonna break down. I'm gonna enter the short. No, you're shorting the support. So it could happen, yeah, but it's just only 50% of the time. So because we have a 1-hour chart by signal here, I am looking for this is gonna be the potential trigger for 4-hour chart, right? And here we have the actually 4-hour chart, and also we have 12-hour chart here with buy signal still present here. Well, I think we will see. We will have to wait a little bit more. But in general, I am looking for a potential buy opportunity, buy signal here very soon, maybe in a couple days, maybe yeah, maybe 2 days more, as long as Bitcoin is above this level, around 92K. Bitcoin could hit actually 92, 91 is totally fine. I will just keep my long position open because I am looking for a swing in 1-day chart, something like this. But as I said before, let me say that again, I will not hold Bitcoin here. Yeah, I am not expecting a new high, 100, 115K, 20K, whatever. I am not expecting something like that. Actually, I will start looking for shorts in this case, right? And I will do the same thing as long as we have a sell signal in weekly chart. Okay, so I told you before, I will be maybe the first guy telling you when actually I will start opening shorts. Well, now I can tell you I am in short. I am in short actually $107,000 and I will open shorts in the next bounce. Okay, and all 2025, as long as we have this signal and also we have monthly sell signal here, I will just keep shorting Bitcoin at least for 1 year. Same thing I did in 2021 here in November. I was shorting all the way down to M55 here. And from here, of course, I was in long position looking for a bounce. Okay, now let's continue with some altcoins. What is going to happen with your next Bitcoin, right? XRP, for example. XRP and Solana or all your altcoin will make you millionaire, right? Yeah. So what I said before here, we have here, let me show you here in the weekly chart. As you can see here in weekly chart, we usually this kind of move is like a classic pump and dump, right? So as long as XRP is holding $2 and closing about there, technically speaking, is actually quite is good. It's good, but it's not gonna be good enough. Why? Because we know Bitcoin is about to crash, right? So it doesn't matter if it's XRP, it's gonna crash. Okay. I am not a financial advisor, right? But you're holding here, you're making profits. Well, enjoy your profits and be happy. Okay, because this thing is gonna do something like this. Okay. So I know X, Twitter, whatever is calling for 10x, $100. Remember, YouTubers make money by selling you shit, right? Selling courses, shit coins, that kind of things, right? You're following the kind of garbage, please don't do that. You're just gonna waste your money and time. Okay, so technically speaking, in the monthly here, we have actually we will see a sell signal, I think, maybe in March, I think, and eventually you will see another test of 60 cents. I think this thing is just gonna keep dropping like this. Now let's continue with Solana. Solana, I have to tell you something, is one of the coins actually I'm watching. I'm watching since 2023 actually, looking for the major opportunity to buy Solana in a spot, not trading a spot. Okay. Okay, let me show you here. We have a sell signal here in the monthly, and also we have a better divergence here uh, in for Solana in weekly charts. Remember what I said to you, right? We have a better variance is this high to this high, and we have here the better variance and so also in OBB. So this is telling me Solana eventually is gonna break a 125. Of course, we need the help of Bitcoin, right? When Bitcoin starts finally crashing, you will see Solana breaking 125. And if Solana is gonna repeat the same thing as all the altcoins in the bear market, Bitcoin in average crash 70%, Solana will crash around 90%. 90%. So from here to here, it's around $20, $25. I can tell you right now. Of course, in 2025, 2026. So looks like, well, as investors, all of us, we are gonna be very happy, right? Because we are gonna have a very good opportunity to buy very cheap, right? Very cheap. Mhm. Um, Well, let's talk about a BGB, right? BitGet, right? Because now to the moon, right? Especially when the market is like this, people start asking, right? Be careful. If you're like that, be careful. Don't buy this kind of shit, right? When it's like this, even please don't ask me because you know the answer. It's very inside of you, you know the answer, right? No, thank you. No, thank you. Don't buy this garbage. I'm not saying this coin is garbage. I'm saying the price action is not good. How is possible you're gonna buy this because this is gonna keep pumping forever, right? Right? No. If you want to buy this kind of things, you have to wait for pullbacks. Okay. So whatever you are want to buy in weekly chart, of course, there is no chance to buy right now this thing in weekly chart. You will have to wait months. And as you can see here, the MI55 is acting as support. So the next time when you see this thing this in the MI55, potentially maybe yes, maybe you can buy again for holding, right? But if you want to trade, for example, on the chart, you just wait for the MI55. Right now it's at $3. 100% crash, right? Look at this, right? From here, well, 50%. So you have to wait for this pullback, and after that, if you see the sell signal here, the buy signals over here, yes, you can buy because the volume is healthy. So I think the market, all the bullish momentum, enjoy because I think it's going to be the last time, the last bounce of this year. I think maybe 10 days more. But overall, in Navidad, all overall, actually overall, all the market is getting ready for a major crash. Okay, so that's why keep in mind this. Okay, I know in 2021 people call me crazy, right? I know, right? It's fine. It's my job. Right? I do this like for living, so it's fine. No problem. Mhm. So that's why I have to tell you this, right? In one day chart, remember, one more time. In one more time, I'm gonna do this. It's like this, okay? It's like this in one day chart. The following after we have a buy signal in one day chart, okay? It's like this. But this is the last opportunity to get out of the market, at least in my opinion. Remember, I am a financial advisor. You can do whatever you want. Hold the right to 100K, or sorry, 500K, because that is the target, right? Bitcoin will hit $1 million. Yeah, sure. Maybe yes, when in maybe 10 years or 20, who knows? Okay. So, but yeah, so this is the last balance of the year, and that's all. Now let's continue with the monthly. The monthly for Bitcoin, of course, is very interesting here. Let me show you here. If we see the momentum here, we have a better variance in the monthly here. We have volatility contraction here, and also I don't want to be very dramatic here because I need evidence first, right? But this move, right? This move is super weak for a monthly buy signal here. It's a very weak. Bitcoin just only pumped 450 around 500, so it's following the pattern I told you before, right? It's pumping less and less and less. So if we apply the rule of 5x, right? 5 times less. So get ready for this because maybe you're not ready for this, but I had to tell you this because you need to get ready. Of course, we will keep tracking this. For example, here, imagine Bitcoin crash 70%, around 70%, around here, around 30K, $27,000. Imagine this is the bottom here, potentially here. Well, if we see this, if we this is price, it's gonna be terrible for the moment. It was gonna be very bad for Bitcoin. Why? Because that means Bitcoin it could actually break the ME55. It's right now at 40K. So if Bitcoin reach this level, 30K, well, for second time in the history, it could actually break the ME55, and that is actually a very strong sign of weakness, right? So thinking like Bitcoin, okay, could hit around 27, 30K, right? So if we just check is 500, 580. Okay, just let me do this quickly. Bitcoin in the next pump after we saw this drop, it could just, for example, here, if we in this cycle, right, Bitcoin actually hit this is 589%. The next cycle, right, Bitcoin is gonna just pump 110%. It is following this pattern. So from here, right, 100%, well, it's around 40, 50K. So this is telling me in some point in the future, right, we can say the MI55 is going to act as resistance and from there to the moon, right? So that's why you're not ready for this. That's why I said you're not ready for this because, well, maybe it's too much for you because you are just so bullish right now, like you don't want to believe that kind of things. That's why when Bitcoin actually, if I'm correct with my technical analysis, right, we can just focus what I see right now is we have volatility contracted here with a better variance, right, with a strong momentum to the downside in weekly chart and monthly chart. So what I don't want to see, I don't want to see expansion. I don't want to see from blue changing to yellow here because if that happens, Bitcoin is just gonna crash very fast and like it could break the MI55 and you don't want to do that. You don't want to see that. Why? Because Bitcoin, the MI55 has been actually the strongest support for Bitcoin in all the history of Bitcoin, right? So this is the first warning I told you in 2022. This is the first warning. Strike number one, right? Strike number one, right? Strike. Oh, sorry. This is the strike number one, right? Big warning here, right? Bitcoin breaking, holding, trading below the MI55, and this one is going to be the strike number two. In my rules is like usually I don't see when I see the same moving average tested more than one time. Well, it's getting weaker. Okay. So, well, I think that's the only thing I can say about Bitcoin, right? So let's talk about some altcoins, and after I will continue with the stock market and currencies. Okay. Okay. Now let's talk about Tron. Someone asked me about Tron. It's super bullish. Yes, of course. Actually, I like this thing. But let me show you here. We have a weekly chart here. We have a. It's actually very strong. It's still very strong. Well, volume is not very good, but well, the trend is your friend. You wanna trade this thing, follow, wait for the ME55. Is this looking more like top, like more like a pump and dump? I think it's enough. I think you will see around 0.15 cents again. Yeah. 1 second. One moment. Just give me one moment. Okay, so now let's continue. Let's talk about Ethereum. Let's talk about Ethereum. If you have any suggestions or you want me to check your coin, just let me know in the comments. Remember, this is the last live stream of the year. So that's why let's talk about Ethereum, for example, here. Ethereum, we have here a potential sell signal in the weekly chart. So this is telling me this area is acting as resistance, right? So we can say sideways and downside the following 3 months, like this. But because it's very close to the MI55, it's a very high chance to see Ethereum at 2,500. So the area to defend for Ethereum is actually this area. If you see Ethereum breaking 2,500, you will see Ethereum around 1,500 in the long term, of course. So that's why it's time to get ready. I am not financial advisor, as I said before, but this is the time to start taking some profits, right? Not just, oh yeah, let's hold forever and ever. Well, it's up to you, right? In my case, I am a trader, not holder, so that's why. Okay, now let's continue with more Ethereum and Neo. Yeah, well, sideways is, I cannot say too much about this. Dot sideways. Um, uh, Cardano, well, I talked before about Cardano, all the way down to maybe 0.50 cents around there. Um, let's continue with BNB. BNB is forming a better variance. Yes, we have better variance confirmation here. So get ready for BNB. BNB is gonna hit around 500 potential a break. You see a break all the way down to 300. I'm talking about targets in the long term, of course. I'm talking about the long-term perspective because this is a weekly chart, right? Yeah. So let's talk about a cake. Well, rejected here, sideways here. And this one is, I don't know, this one, let me see. I think someone asked me about Matic. Link and Matic. Link, testing resistance, potentially weekly sell signal here with better variance. Get ready for actually major drop all the way down to maybe 10. 10 and the long term 6, I think. Matic, where is Matic? Well, never mind. Pepe, yep, better variance in the weekly chart to get ready for a drop around 900 satoshis around there. I don't know, sorry, well, 900 is not satoshi, it's just dollar, but I don't know, it's yes, whatever. I think all the altcoins will just drop very soon. Weekly chart better variance as well. Let's talk about the Bitcoin dominance because actually it's gonna be interesting here. Bitcoin dominance. Yep. Let me show you here. I was watching actually. I am using X more often, and I can see many YouTubers with many followers saying stupid things, right? Sorry, I don't know how to call them if they are in X, on X. I don't know. Well, people there. They said, this is gonna crash, right? The next bull market is because it's gonna crash here, and the next bull market all season is gonna start. I don't think so. I don't think so. Just they say what you want to hear because they want to sell you something, I think. But the thing here is no, actually I disagree because it's holding MA55 here. So even with the sell signal here is holding, as long as the Bitcoin dominance is holding 54%, I will start looking for another bounce all the way down, all the way up actually to 70%. And yes, here actually is the real opportunity for Bitcoin and altcoins to start buying, actually to start buying altcoins. We see Bitcoin at 70% dominance. Yes, for sure. I think maybe in that point we'll see, we will be in the end of the bear market, maybe 2025, the beginning of 2026. I think it's gonna take more years, a couple of years, something like this. But yeah, here, yeah, sure. I think it's gonna be a very nice opportunity. Um, why I'm telling you the bear market is coming very soon is because I have, well, evidence, right? So always, right? I listen the charts, and as I said before, we had a monthly buy signal here for USD dominance here. So this is like this, right? This is like this in the following year. Okay. So careful here, right? Careful here. I am telling you in advance, months in advance. Okay. Careful. Okay. Okay, now let's continue with the stock market, and after that, I will continue with some currencies, and that's all. Let's talk about the SP 500. Someone asked me, "Hey, are you bullish?" Always, actually, just what in the long term, always, actually, I am bullish here. Mhm. Watch this. This is just an uptrend. Every pullback is a buy, right? It's like I told you many times, like a Shiba Inu. Mhm. So in the weekly chart, right? In the weekly chart, we have better variance. Yes, you are correct, my friend. We have a better variance, but something you are missing here is the volume. The volume is actually very healthy. Yeah, for the stock market, the only way I will start looking for a major pullback is when we see the OBB breaking zero line here. Every time the OBB is breaking zero line here, of course, is when finally we get a very strong pullback, right? Let me show you here. Yeah, in 2011, we got this drop here. It was around oh, just 13%. Let me show you the next one here. Here at this point, it was 20%. So right now we are very far away from that. So that's why I am saying buy right now here. Of course not, right? Because you are correct. We have 1, 2, 3 stacks of better variance here. Of course, I'm expecting a correction. Yes, 4,000, 5,500 should be the target. But what I'm trying to say here is don't short the market. Wait for the pullbacks, and that's all. Actually, the stock market is very easy to trade. Very easy. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I have just to move to the stock market because it's very easy. I mean, I don't need actually skills to very strong skills to trade the stock market. It's very easy. Just wait for the pullbacks and that's all. Hold. Yeah, that's all. Uh-huh. But well, I like I like a challenge, right? I like the challenge. That's why I like to trade Bitcoin. No, actually, the real reason is because the volatility. Volatility, Bitcoin actually, as you can see, is very volatile. So as a trader, it's awesome, right? For me, the stock market is boring, actually. Okay. Now let's continue with the let's continue a little bit more with the stock market. Let me show you here something else. Here in the monthly here we have a monthly better variance here, but we have to wait for confirmation. As you can see here, the slope is still very strong, right? It's very strong. So in some point next year, of course, we'll see a sell signal, right? But we will have to wait maybe for a few months. Now let's continue with some stocks. Okay, I'm gonna start with Baba because it's one of them I am actually holding right now. Let me show you here the monthly here. I am holding Baba at 73. I am not planning to close my position here. If I get a stop it, I will be a stop it. It doesn't matter. Okay. So as you can see here, I am planning to hold this thing because in the long term I'm looking for maybe around 170, something like that. So let me show you here by monthly. Yes. Yeah, sure. I cannot be very sure. We have a monthly and 3-month chart bullish, so that's why I cannot actually short the market, short or closing my positions here. Even if I see I gotta stop it, I will start looking for another buy opportunity in the long term. Okay, now let's continue with more Amazon. Let's talk about Amazon here. Uh-huh. Instagram security. I already talked about BGB. Okay. Please check my live stream. In the beginning, I talk about this altcoin. You are thinking to buy right now? Well, be careful with that. Okay. Okay, so the monthly here we have a sell signal here, but it's very strong. So that's why follow the trend and trade your friend. The best strategy for the stock market is just wait for the pullback. That's all. It's the only thing you have to do. Yeah, don't short. Don't short the stock market. Even if you see sell signals here, just wait for the pullback and just follow the trend. It's the best way, the easiest way actually to make money in the stock market. As you can see here, even we have a sell signal here, potentially better divergence here, but the trend is your friend. Every time when it's testing the M55, just here is the time to buy. Mhm. Now let's talk about Nvidia. Nvidia here. We have a better variance here. Wait for the pullback, same as Amazon. Wait for the pullback. You see the M55 tested. It's just a buy opportunity. The big buy opportunity for the stock market is in average after 3 years, something like that. Mhm. So you will have to wait for 2026, something like that. The M55 for Nvidia is the support, same as Bitcoin. So the next time when you see Nvidia testing this area, it's a buy opportunity. That's all. Okay, but don't short. It doesn't make sense. Okay. Okay, so I think let me see if I am missing something. Yeah, okay, the currencies, the yen. As you can see here, I hate when I am actually in this case because I am living in Japan. So well, I hate it, but I was correct, right? Uh, what I said before is like I was looking for 160. Let me show you here the 3-month chart here, 160, right? As a last chance for the yen, right? To maybe reject this area, but honestly, I don't think so. I think that is gonna break. It's a breakout process. Eventually, in the long term, I am looking for Japan become like Venezuela, I think. So 250, 230 is gonna be the area I will start looking for in the following years. So Japan is beautiful, 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 wonderful country, very safe, but the economy is just trash. The yen is just garbage. So that's why I don't hold this currency. So here you will see a break. We will see a break in the following months, I think. Yeah, even if we see a pullback, as long as the yen is above the 50, is holding the 55 around 130, I'm hoping for that. Honestly, I would like to see some kind of reaction, and I will just close my positions here. I will just sell as much as I can because eventually we will see something like this. Mhm. And I don't want to be here holding yen. I don't want to be here. So, well, let me show you here. Yeah, this is gonna make a new high. It's very obvious. It's gonna make a new high. Volume is very healthy, and very, very, very healthy actually. Very, very healthy. So that's why eventually we'll see a break. It's very bad news for the Japanese yen. My friend, you know me. I don't follow news. I don't follow news. I don't care. I give a shit about news. I don't give a shit about it. Mhm. Just the only thing I listen is the charts. And don't. And let me tell you something. Uh, oh, one moment here. I've been doing this for many, many, many years. And I remember in 2017 when China banned here uh, Bitcoin. People said, "Oh, Bitcoin is gonna crash. Is Bitcoin is going to zero. Oh, Bitcoin is gonna disappear." Yeah, and now we are at 100K, even with China, right? Uh, uh, Many countries try to regulate the market. It's not possible. Technically speaking, actually, it's not possible. I mean, it's not possible to actually do that. If Europe is gonna regulate or is gonna ban the USDT, I don't care. It's fine. For me, it's okay because it's the same thing. It's the same thing like I saw before as China, and you will see. Remember, listen this because you are new. You are new. You are new in the market. If Bitcoin crash next year, because actually I am pretty sure it's gonna crash, you will see this narrative. It's because Europe banned USDT. It's because of that. That's why it's a bear market. No, it's not because of that. Okay. You will find the answers in the chart if only you follow the chart and you find a very good trading system, like actually based on probabilities, you find the signals, you will be ahead of many, many people. You will not win always, but you will be ahead of many people, right? Because believe me, based on probabilities, right, the odds actually are very high to see a major crash in the following year for Bitcoin. And you will see this narrative. It's because Europe is legal USDT. It's because of this, the war, whatever. I don't care. I give a shit about it. Many years ago, I stopped following news. Many years ago. Okay, so don't waste your time about it. Of course, what I will suggest, if that is actually true, well, you will have to use cold wallets, right? Cold wallets and move your funds to exchanges like they are not asking you for KAC, right? But for me, I give a shit about it. I don't follow news. Tell me, show me the chart. I will tell you the news. That is actually the way I trade. Mhm. Altcoins, I always trade, always buy in a spot. The only asset I trade in futures is Bitcoin. That's all. And the reason is liquidity. Okay. I said to you, I said before, if you are super worried about USDT is gonna be legal, just move your USDT to a cold wallet and use an exchange like it's not asking you for KEC. That's all. It's very actually easy. I have friends from China. Actually, they are doing the same thing. Mhm. Yeah, I have friends, Chinese people. Actually, they are. I know some people. They are from China. In Japan, they are actually trading Bitcoin, but they are using another kind of exchanges, not the exchanges of China, because in China it's not possible. And think about this. The only thing they are trying just to say is to do is just trying to keeping us in the system, right? The fiat system. So that's why, because you you think about this. People, you actually bought Bitcoin at 20K and just hold forever and ever, right? Like holding actually for Bitcoin actually is working. It's not gonna work anymore. Maybe at some point, maybe in 5 years more, it's not gonna work anymore. But you are actually in profit right now. Mhm. If you didn't sell Bitcoin in the long term, right, for holding, you will not be in loss. I have to tell you something. The markets always we have this cycle, right? Uptrend, sideways, long time, and after that downtrend. It's a normal cycle of many, many coins. Okay. Of course, for Bitcoin, I'm expecting something like that in some point. I don't know when. I cannot tell you when. In 5 years, 10 years, who knows? I have no idea. I have no idea. But in some point, we will see a real bear market for Bitcoin. But this bear market for Bitcoin, if we see it, if we are alive, if we are still here, because we don't know when, it's gonna be a lifetime opportunity to buy Bitcoin, lifetime opportunity. Same thing as I said before for Meta and Netflix or something like that. Remember in 2021, when I saw this major crash. Let me show you here Netflix. Yeah, this major crash, right? You see, this major crash. I said you can watch my live streams in that time. People were laughing at me. I said, this is a lifetime opportunity to buy Netflix and Meta and many, many actually stock when the stock market crash. Why? The last time when we saw this crash was 10 years ago in 2011. You see, if you are 40 right now, you will be 50 or maybe 60 the next time when you see this kind of crash. That's why I said lifetime opportunity. This is the reason because you have to wait 10 years for this kind of moves. 10 years. The last time here, 2020, 2004, 2012, 2022. You see? That's why I said lifetime opportunity. So if we see this kind of crash, right? I'm hoping actually you're correct. I hope like, because maybe finally we'll see a real bear market. Finally, we could see the first bear market for Bitcoin. I'm hoping for that because this is not a bear market. This is not a bear market. This is not a bear market. This is just a pullback in weekly chart. Pullback weekly chart, target ME55 in the monthly. I have to tell you right now, Bitcoin doesn't know what is a bear market. A real bear market, a real one. A real one is like this. breaking the 55 in the monthly, right? Pumping here and not crashing for maybe 3 or 4 years. Yeah, and believe me, if we see this, if we are still here, right? I'm hoping to be here and sharing my technical analysis with you here. This is gonna be the lifetime opportunity to buy, right? Seriously. So that's why uh, I used to suggest people, you guys, especially you are new, change your way of thinking. Instead of thinking to buy when it's actually pumping something, it's getting more expensive because the news, the narrative is gonna pump even more. Be patient, save money, work hard, right? Work in yourself, invest in yourself, find a mentor, right? Invest in yourself. Instead of losing that money in the markets, invest that money in yourself. Yeah, whatever you want to do, read books or whatever you want to do, and wait for the right moment, like this, like this. Okay? Don't here, no thank you. Here, no thank you. It's a dumb money, a smart money, right? This is the dumb money here, right? People who want to buy here, right? Top always, and the smart money here. You want to be part of the smart money, right? So you want to improve yourself. You have to improve yourself. It's very funny. Like some one guy sent me a message like he lost around 40K right now last week. 40K in one meme coin. I don't know which one. I can't remember. 40K. 40K. He lost 40K. Wow, awesome, right? Imagine if that money could be is used actually to actually improve himself, right? So please, you have to be patient. You have to learn. If you want to be successful in this, it is a business. Think trading, investing is like a business. I don't know you have a business, but if you have a business, you need to apply the same principles. No FOMO, right? Be patient, right? Make a plan. So that's why last week I every December I create my plan. What I'm going to do based on technical analysis, what I see in the markets. Okay, I start to cash out, taking my profits. Thank you. I will wait for the next big move. If I have to wait 2 years, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I will just wait. I am waiting for Solana since 2022. I'm waiting for Solana 2 years, but you will see here in this slice in this channel when finally, if I am correct, right? If Solana hits the target I want around 20K, $20, $40, I will start telling you. Finally, after 2 years, whatever is the time I have to wait, I will buy Solana again, but not here, not here, not after this move. I will buy after of this move. Yeah. Let me say it again here. Dumb money, dumb people here, right? Dumb money, smart money here. Okay. Wait for the pullbacks. Especially, you need to think about yourself. What kind of people you are? Like are you investor or trader? Because it's a big difference. Investing is something you do that in the long term. You can apply DCA. Honestly, I am against DCA. DCA for me is very stupid. It can apply actually in a stock market because the stock market is just like a Shiba Inu, just keep pumping forever, right? But DCA actually is not the best way. So, uh, in the last part of this live stream, I'm gonna show you how to apply smart DCA. That is the way I like to call it. Smart DCA. And actually, it's very simple. You don't have to be expert. First of all, here, the only thing you have to do is just add the volume profile. I explained this before. Let me show you here in financials here, technicals here, in profiles here, and this one. Yep. And we have this is the volume profile here. And as you can see here, we have the volume here. This volume is telling you the areas where actually people in the past they bought before the confluence was even higher. So you want to apply DCA because you don't have time, right? You are working, right? You don't have time, right? But you want to investing, and not trading, investing, not trading. I'm talking about investing. When you invest, you buy in a spot, okay? Investing. So the only thing you have to do is just identify where actually is the confluence, as you can see here. From 2022, here, the price action here, which in my case, right, I like to do that like this. From the previous high in 2022, here, we have 3 points. We have some points, right? The first one is this one, as you can see here. The first point to starting in to buy in the spot, right, is around 65%, $65,000. And if Bitcoin breaks this area, the second area to buy again is around 45K. And the last one is around 30K. You see? That's all. That's all. It's the only thing you have to do. Imagine you have, I don't know, like a decent number, right, for investing. You have 20K. 20K, sorry. Um, you have 20K here. You have 20K. So you apply this principle. I call it like a pyramid principle here. Okay? This is a pyramid. When you see the first target here, you add a very small amount of money here. The second time is this one. And finally, the biggest investment is in the last one. You see? For example, here is 10%. And here, for example, is maybe, I don't know, like 40%. And maybe here another 50% here. Whatever you want to do. You see? It's very simple. But you have to use volume profile. Volume profile here, that is the smart way of doing DCA. You don't have time. But you will have to wait a lot of time. You have to be very, very patient because this thing is going to happen in years, not months, in years, maybe all 2025, part of 2026. If we apply the same principles here, for example, let me show you here as example. Here in 2017, we go from here. Let me do this here. I'm gonna cut here. Yeah. Let me see if we can see the volume profile here. No, we cannot see it. Okay. So in this case, I'm gonna use another indicator because actually it's gonna be much better. Okay. Imagine we are in 2017, so we want to see the confluence, right? So we go here, and we can use the fixed range volume profile. So from the top to the bottom. You see? So imagine right now Bitcoin is at 19K. You want to apply this principle? Okay, perfect. So the first confluence is here, around $8,000. $8,000. The second is $6,000, right? Sorry. $6,000, and the last one is this area, as you can see here. There is nothing here. The last one is this one, around 4K. 4K and $3,000. You see? And what happened? When you see the price here, sorry. Imagine you apply this, right? So the market is dropping here, right? You buy here in these areas, and you can use the same thing here. For example, here, imagine you enter in the market right after the corona crash, right? So you do the same thing here. So you can say, okay, Bitcoin is out 13K, 10K, right? So this is this area to buy around $6,000, and the last area is this one. So your average price will be maybe 5K. But you have to wait for years. You have to wait years. This strategy is just for investing, not trading. Okay, don't be confused. Okay. So I think that's the last thing I wanted to share with you. Be patient and get ready because fun, right? So in 1 day chart, a recap for Bitcoin is to the upside. Okay, to the upside. The last pump of this year, maybe the first week of January. And after that, in my case, right? In my case, what I'm going to do is after we see the first signaling on the chart, I will start shorting, looking for a potential breakdown where the target should be around 65K. And well, that is going to be the beginning of the bear market. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your support all this year. I am Happy New Year, right? I hope you can spend a very good time with your family, your friends, right? Thank you for watching and see you next year.
And when that comes out, you heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero. Zero. When it comes